Hey everybody, what's going on? It is me, Heroic Bricks, and today I am back with another LEGO superhero set review, and today I have the HydroMan attack from Marvel Studios' upcoming Spider-Man Far From Home. I absolutely can't wait for this movie, and I absolutely loved Avengers Endgame. I've seen it twice so far. I plan on seeing it at least one more time, but right now I can't get tickets anywhere, so we'll just wait and see. But Spider-Man Far From Home comes out in July, and I'm so excited for that movie. I absolutely love Spider-Man Homecoming, so I'm really looking forward to this movie. And this set is really cool. It has a set number of 76129, it has 471 pieces, and this set retails for $39.99. So for 40 bucks, I think this set is pretty worth it. You get 4 really cool figures, two of which are exclusive to this set, really, if you think about it. But all these figures are brand new, and I really like this set, and it seems that it's going to take place in Venice. There's like a shot in the trailer where it looks like Peter gets blasted by a bunch of water, and that being HydroMan, and then we see Mysterio come into the rescue. So I think that's what this set is portraying, that scene in particular, and I really do like this set. I think it's the best one in the entire wave, and I don't know, I really like it. I don't think there's really any negatives about this set that I have, so I think I've been talking for long enough, so let's just get right into it. Starting with the figures in the set, we have Peter Parker. Now, this is my favorite figure of the entire wave, mostly just because of that Spider-Man mask piece that's like pulled over his head. I absolutely love that piece, and I'm glad LEGO finally made one. I've seen some knockoff LEGO figures that have a piece like that, and I've just been waiting for an official one, and I'm glad that we finally have one. And this Peter Parker figure is really cool. This is actually the first one that we've gotten in a very long time, because we did get a Peter Parker figure for, like, I think the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man sets, but that was a long time ago, and now we finally have one for MCU Peter Parker. So I think this figure is great. I really like the printing on the torso. You know, he's just got like his button-up shirt and the hoodie, and then with the Spider-Man costume underneath it. And then obviously we have the Spider-Man mask piece up here up top with the printed eyes. It kind of bugs me that there's no line pattern on it, but you know what, it's whatever. And then nothing really special on the back of the torso. It's just a dark gray hoodie. Then he's got some dark blue legs. And the face is the Scott Lang face that was used for the Ant-Man and the Wasp set. And he was also, this is also the Scott Lang head that showed up in the Avengers Endgame sets. I never bought any of the rest of the sets. I bought 2 of them, not the other 3. But Peter actually also does come with a whole bunch of accessories, starting off with the hair piece that we get. Personally, I think it should have needed like the reddish brown hairpiece in this color, because it does exist. It's just on one of those like German soccer figure like collectible minifigures. I don't know. Pretty much you can't get them in the US except at like conventions and stuff, or Bricklink if you're able to find one from the US. But personally, I thought that hair piece would have been a bit more accurate, because Tom Holland's hair isn't really this dark brown. But then here on the other side is the other facial expression, where he's looking scared, so maybe he sees HydroMan for the first time and just doesn't know how to fight him. So he just gets a little freaked out at first, but who knows. But I really do prefer the Spider-Man mask piece. So I think that's really cool, but that is it for Peter Parker. Moving along to my second favorite figure in this entire wave is Mysterio. And Mysterio is going to be the main villain, most likely, in Spider-Man Homecoming, even though a whole bunch of set photos are making it seem like maybe he's actually like working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and he works with Spider-Man. I think, obviously, that's all like a ruse, because as all of us comic and Spider-Man fans know, Mysterio is a villain. So I think that'll be like the big reveal, in air quotes, that he's actually a bad guy. But, you know, I really do like this figure, and I'm glad that LEGO has finally made a Mysterio figure, because LEGO's made pretty much the rest of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, except for Mysterio. And I'm so glad that we finally have an official one. And I think this costume is really cool. I think it works for the movie. Now, it's a little bit inaccurate to the suit that we've seen so far, but from what I've heard based off of rumors, Mysterio is going to have 2 costumes in this movie, and this is going to be the second costume. So, if that's the case, then it works. If not, I think it's just great for a regular Mysterio figure anyway. So, as you can see, it's all dark green, and then you got like the pink purplish cape, and it looks like that design continues throughout the suit, all the way down onto the legs from the torso. And then you got the gold accents everywhere, just to give it a bit more detail. I think that's really cool. And now, this is a brand new dome piece that you can literally just like pluck right off. And Mysterio has a chrome silver head, and then this is what the dome piece looks like. And it's pretty cool. They're actually using that on the Mr. Freeze figure for the summer Batman set, so I really like that. And I'm glad that it's already being implemented on other characters. So I think that's really cool. And then moving on to the back of the torso, you know, he's got the same kind of pink fabric design continuing on throughout the rest of the costume. So I think that's really cool. The only thing that bugs me is that, you know, Mysterio comes with these energy blast pieces, and it looks like the powers, like the beams of energy that he emits, are green and not blue. But as far as I know, I don't think these pieces actually have ever come in a green color before. So maybe that's just what Lego is doing, or maybe they based this off concept art and his like energy beams were blue or something. So who knows? But Mysterio is a great figure, and I'm really glad that we finally have him in a set. The third figure that we get in this set is MJ, or Michelle, or whatever her character, or whatever her character's name is. That's really bad to say. She is Zendaya's character, and she looks like she's going to play a bigger part in this movie than she did in Spider-Man Homecoming. And I thought her character was funny in the first movie, so I'm glad to see her coming back, and I'm glad that we have her in Lego. Even though, you know, like, there's nothing really new about this figure except maybe the face print. That I'm not entirely sure on, but, you know, we've gotten this hoodie piece before on other figures and other themes, and there's just black legs, and this hair piece isn't exactly, you know, exclusive either. So it's really cool that we finally get some form of this character in Lego. But, you know, she does come with 2 facial expressions. Here she has like a smiling, grinning expression, and then here is just kind of like a confused, like, serious look. Not really serious. I don't know what to call this. But I am really glad that we do get MJ. The final figure that we get in this set is HydroMan, and I think this figure is really cool. I don't really know that much about HydroMan in the comics, and honestly, I feel like he won't be that big of a part in this movie. He might just have like this one set piece where they're in Italy. But who knows? A big rumor that I think is probably true is that Mysterio is either creating like these elemental villains like Molten Man and HydroMan, or they're just working for him or something to make Mysterio look like he's a hero. So who knows? But I really do like this figure. I like all the water details that are printed on the face and torso, and I really like the lighter blue and dark and regular blue color scheme going. I think it just looks really nice because he's supposed to be made out of water, and I think Lego did a good job on creating him. There's nothing really too interesting about him, but still really cool nonetheless. Getting into the set itself, we do have a few of playability features that I think are really cool. But before I get into that, you know, might as well get into some of the accessories. So I forgot to show it when I had the Peter Parker figure, but he obviously does come with a whole bunch of web accessories here, like the web pieces. So it looks like this is just like something you can use to try and web up HydroMan, even though I don't think that would be very successful. But there are just a few regular like web pieces. You can maybe hook this up onto something so it just looks like Peter's like swinging on a web or something. He's got these other 2 little web pieces, and then a pair of like the web handcuffs. So I think that's really cool, but we're gonna move him aside. So moving into HydroMan's other accessory, he has this big little like water, well, I guess it's supposed to be a part of his like body when he's controlling all the water. But as you can see, there's like a few stickers here on the pieces here. There's like 2 on the front, 1 on the side, 1 down here on the bottom, and then another one here in the middle. And there's a little place up there for HydroMan. to sit right up top of there, so it looks like he's coming out of the water, and it looks really cool. I do like that little build. But then aside from that, there's like a little boat, because this is supposed to be Venice, I'm pretty sure, and this is where, you know, like, you have that shot, you know, you can like go on the boats on the water. Then it looks like there's just like a little like rowing stick that you like push in the water. So pretty cool. It could fit a figure or two, I think, if you smush them in there. But then, you know, moving along to the actual piece itself, there's like 3 main sections. There's like the pier, and then there's the bridge, and then over here is this little cafe area. So I think that's pretty cool. And you got little blue plates down there to, you know, simulate the water, and you got like little web pieces in here to make it look like Spider-Man's been trying to web up HydroMan to no avail. But you know, it's pretty cool. So there's actually a little sewer place down here. I'm gonna try to show it, but it's right down there. You got a rat, and then there's a red diamond down there for some reason, and I don't know if you can actually see it. I don't think you can, but inside of there's like a little pizza slice in there too that the rat's probably eating on. So this is what the back of the whole bridge set looks like, and you're probably wondering what this little Technic piece here does, but you push it in, and then once you do, you can actually blow out 2 sections of the bridge, and then, you know, they're just connected on little loose studs here on the plates that keep it together, and so then you can just have, you can just put the bridge back together pretty easily. So that's pretty cool. We also have another playability function here that plays with this little cafe table, so you guys can see it. There is a little place for 2 figures to sit. There's actually a newspaper tile. This has a sticker on it, so this isn't printed, but it pretty much just says, like, it's in Italian because they're in Italy, but I'm pretty sure it says, you know, who is Mysterio, and it just has like a picture of Mysterio on there, so that's pretty cool. There's a little table here with a little coffee mug and then a pizza slice, and then moving on here, it looks like we have a little espresso machine in here, so that's pretty cool. And then it just looks like we have a bell tower up here, and then a little place for Spider-Man. You got a web up here, so you put figures up here or whatever, or Spider-Man, maybe he webs up Mysterio and like sticks him to the web or something, who knows. But with that playability function, what you can do is you push it in, and then it, like, it's supposed to, like, you have to give it some force, but pretty much it's supposed to just like flip up the entire table up like that. So if you have 2 figures sitting in here, they get blown out and like blown into the water. So that is pretty much it for all the playability functions. So I think with all that out of the way, that is it for the set. So I don't know, I think it's really great. I think you get a lot of playability out of it, and this is probably going to be one of the big set pieces in the film. So I think with all of that out of the way, let's just get into the closing of this review. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on this video and let me know down in the comments if you guys are going to be picking this set up. And then also if you guys are excited for Spider-Man Far From Home, because I know I sure am, especially after Avengers Endgame. I absolutely love that movie, and now I'm kind of curious to see how things are going to be moving forward. Obviously, I don't think Far From Home is going to do anything like affecting the universe-wise. Obviously, I think this is just going to be more street level. Obviously, this movie has Nick Fury, and maybe it has to do with something like saving the world at least, but honestly, for Spider-Man alone, I don't think that would really like fit the character. But who knows? I have no idea where this movie's going to go, and I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too. So again, thank you guys for watching. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Links are down in the description below. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye!